This is Andi Purewal, Boxing Social in association with Betfred, and I'm joined by trainer Shane McGuigan on the back of another successful night. Shane, just a superstar on your hands in Azim.
I keep telling people, it's he is a freak of nature. He's just got that X factor about him. He's got ridiculous speed, ridiculous power. When people start coming to actually win and give him a fight, I think that's when he's going to be walking people onto like ridiculous shots. Everyone that he spars, everyone jumps out and says he's the best fighter. He's special. So it's how he handles the nerves, how he handles the occasions and stuff. But he's genuinely, I feel he's just made for it. So look, we can't take much from that fight. He knocked him out in a minute or whatever. But it's the way we match him now. And I think once he starts doing it to people that. Even Conor Marsden in the last fight, people thought, well, if this goes, it's going to go a few rounds and then he blitzed him quick. But if he keeps doing it in that manner, then it's going to be really hard to match him, and also it's just going to build a star out of him.
I know you said you can't really take much away from it because he got him out of there in less than a minute, but we saw the hand speed, we saw the power, we saw a variety of things. But for you, Shane, what was you most pleased with from his performance tonight?
The way he spoke afterwards, he was calm. He wasn't excited. The way he was, because that's what makes a star. It's not just it's not the way you perform. It's when you come out and you're calm and you're relaxed and you have that aura about you. That's what makes a sort of like a superstar. And someone like Nazi had it, and you had a bit more of like a naivety with Amir Khan. He was a bit more excitable, and even going back as far as like my dad and stuff, like they have that likability and it's I think he's genuinely a lovely kid. He's a nice kid. If you get him away from the boxing ring, you can sit and have a chat with him. He's just a normal 19-year-old kid. But then when he goes in there, he's just an animal. So yeah, it's an endearing trait, and I think that's something that people will gravitate towards.
Shane, obviously we've seen some explosive performances in his career so far, and we know, as we said, that power that he possesses. But are there any fighters, in your opinion, at kind of a level he's currently fighting at, you feel could give him just a few rounds at least?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like we mentioned it yesterday, I think it was, that we would like someone like Ryland Charlton. I think he's going to be a very good measuring stick to see where we're at. Dylan Cheema, but he only did 4 rounds there. If we get like foreign international fighters, I feel like they don't understand as much. They don't even buy into the hype. They just come here and have a go. So maybe they'll give us a bit more rounds because they won't sort of. He's got this aura about him, and obviously I'm saying big things about him. He believes that he's going to be a world champion in double quick time. So that kind of is what makes people, just gives them that little edge, and it's that respect that fighters that are then going to box him are giving him, you know what I mean? And I feel like if you go and box someone like a Mexican or something like that, they're the ones that's going to give him rounds. But yeah, they also come and have a go, which means he'll pick them off quite easy.
When you look at the fighters you've worked with during your career, Shane, do you feel that Adam's career might be the most difficult to kind of manage because of trying to make sure you don't push him too far too soon, or you don't give him enough of a step up at this stage, if you understand what I'm saying?
It's going to be hard to manage him from a boxing perspective. It's going to be hard to manage him and expectations of everyone around him, not just the broadcasters, like his immediate team and people that have seen him from a kid. That everyone's going to jump on this bandwagon, so it's up to someone to rein it in a little bit. But at the same time, don't take away the confidence, don't take away that aura that he's going to carry. But yeah, look, let's really. I'm going to sit down and really plan his next, not just his next fight, his next 3-4 fights, and see where we're at. Because we did a very good job with someone like Josh Taylor, bringing him on in double quick time, but with the right acid test. We gave him the Postal fight before the Super Series. We gave him the O'Hara Davies, that real grudge match. And we don't have an O'Hara Davies for Adam in that sense. Do you know what I mean? That's both at that stage of their career. But we gave him Dave Ryan on his 7th fight as well. Did the same thing with Lee McGregor. Gave him Thomas Asomba in his 5th. He stopped him in the 12th. That was an amazing achievement. And now I don't think people are going to go 12 rounds with Adam, but if we can still get him someone of that ilk early on, then yeah, we're going to gradually get more rounds out of him.
He mentioned he wants to try and fight at least 2 more, maybe 3, depending on kind of the fashion of which of those performances ending. Do you agree with that for the rest of this year that he's showing?
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I think he'll definitely be out in end of September, and then I think he'll be out probably like end of November, December. Whether we can get him out in end of July, I mean, like that, it wasn't really, it was worth the training camp because he's developing. But in terms of like, he's only done a round of boxing, so we do need a few more rounds. But you've also got to drip feed it. You can't just go. You can't box every week, or else people just get bored of tuning in. We've got to get him the right fights and build it up and have time to do that. And then when he does box, it's very impactful.
Just away from Adam, but one other man of your campus here tonight, Chris Billam-Smith. I'm seeing some rumours over social media he'll have a fight announced soon. It seems to be that a domestic name might be that one. Can you kind of fill us in as to what that may be?
I think so. Yeah, I think he's gonna have a fight announced very soon, imminent. And I think you'll have I think you'll have word next week. Do you know what I mean? So he'll be out at the end of the summer.
Well, Shane, I'll leave you now to enjoy the rest of the evening with the team. Thanks for speaking to me in Box Social.
Thank you very much, Andy.